Thank you, Council. We resume.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Honorable Commissioners, we are proceeding with the witness, ASP Balde, Delo Balde, on the properties of ex-President Yahya Jammeh. We were dealing with properties identified in Kombo St. Mary Division, or what used to be Kombo St. Mary Division, as having been acquired or allegedly acquired by the ex-president. We had stopped at number 16. We proceed the 16th property, and we are proceeding with the 17th. We have revised the list, and now it follows the sequence of the presentation. I'll call on ASP Delo Balde to proceed with his presentation of the properties that have been identified, assisted by Mr. Jane, the surveyor. You may proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. The 17th property that we have here is at Fajara M section, formerly owned by Babukar Soposise, UK with serial registration number 654/2008.
It's a developed property.
It's a developed property, and it's occupied by one Captain Malik Boy with his family. It's a soldier, serving with the Gambia Armed Forces.
Do we know how he came to be occupying that property?
Well, unfortunately, we could not reach him because he's posted in Farafenye, and occasions we try, went, but it's only the wife that we met.
Honorable Council,
The Registrar General.
Yes, when we visited the place, we were made to understand that it was on the instructions of Suleiman Baji, Journalist General Baji, that he occupied the place. I had a word with himself directly in my office when they visited my office with the soldiers, and he made it very clear to me it was Suleiman Baji who called him on telephone and offered him to go and occupy that compound. So it was then I explained to him that there is a court order freezing assets of the former president, and that property was included in the list that was submitted to me, and that he'll be required to leave the place anytime that we require him to do so. So consequently, notice was served on the occupants, and at the time he was in Farafenye, but we spoke to him on telephone and made him realize that the notice we served is a notice giving him time within which he should find a place and vacate. So consequently, the soldiers pleaded with me to allow him some time to find a place. Eventually, he got a place, and we have put keys on at the place.
So he has vacated the premises.
So there is nobody there now. We only left one small boy there to check for us. We inspected the place. The soldiers came. We went in and we inspected the place. We only found that the place was tampered, and one air conditioner was removed from the house. That is the status at this point in time. It is empty.
Thank you, Registrar General. All right, we have the documents of title for this property?
Yes,
ma'am. A copy?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
All right. I'll take a look. We'll move on to the 18th property. Can I see the documents of title?
The 18th property is at Fajara. It's just near the traffic light at Karava Avenue. The place was leased to Kanilai Family Farm by the Secretary of State on behalf of the government.
Can you expand it, please?
It was leased to Kanilai Family Farms by the Secretary of State, responsible for land matters at the time.
Mr. Jane, why is the property showing Alaji Mari Jagana? Mr. Jane, why is the property showing Alaji Mari Jagana?
Good morning, will change it. You will have to change it. It will change it.
You have to change it. This is a lease from the state to
From the state.
Kanilai Family Farms.
Yes, ma'am.
It seems to me this is the land opposite the fruit sellers.
Exactly, ma. That's the
Fro-
one.
When you, yeah, from the traffic light going down to Senegambia.
Yes, ma'am.
Immediately after the traffic lights on the left,
On,
across from the fruit sellers. Is that correct?
that's correct, ma.
What is the length of the property? Do you have the lease? Is the property next to the, there? It's being used by who? Is it a car park and some,
Partly used by, as a car park, and partly used, by these flower sellers.
I don't know whether we have any, the Director of Physical Planning can explain what is the use of this land? My understanding always has been that that area is part of the road reserve. That the area on both sides of the road is part of the road reserve, coming
Yeah.
from the petrol station. Is that understanding wrong? Can you show the
Yeah.
director the, well, I'm sure he's a director of physical planning. He can read the map anyway. Mr. Baji?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, as for the master plan, it is marked as crops, but it is within the road reserve area.
It's within the road reserve area.
Yeah.
Can the road reserve be leased?
Sorry?
The road reserve?
Whether it can be leased?
Yes.
No.
Can it be leased to an individual, the road reserve?
Okay. Sorry?
Can the road reserve be leased to any individual
No, unless the use is changed, it can't be leased.
unless the,
The use is changed.
which lease? You mean the master plan?
Yeah, the land use is changed.
Unless the land use is changed.
Yeah.
Can you please focus on the plan, the map itself? Mr. Jani,
Of what?
on the plan itself. Now, if you look at the plan, again, the Director of Physical Planning, across the road, you have Standard Chartered House, and then you have the other property that we looked at yesterday that was leased to Kanilai Family Farms.
Okay.
On the master plan, are all those properties supposed to be there?
It is marked open on the master plan.
It's marked open.
On the master plan. But I think it is worth noting that the master plan expired in 2000.
The master plan
Yeah.
expired?
In 2000, the one we're referencing now. And it has not been updated since.
What does that mean?
According to the Act, the master plan should have a lifespan of at least 10 to 15 years. This particular one was came into force in 1985, amended in 1989, and then it expired in 2000. So since then, there has not been any amendment to this master plan.
So what is the effect of that?
Sorry?
What is the effect of that?
Well, most of the decisions are subject to discretion.
Discretion.
Yeah.
So meaning if there is a road reserve, the Minister of Local Government has the discretion to put it to any use that he thinks fit? Is that what you're saying?
Based on the recommendation of the planners.
Okay. Have you looked at these the files concerning these particular leases on the two of them given to Kanilai Family Farms? You have this one we are looking at right now and the one we looked at yesterday after Standard Chartered House. Was there a change of use? Do you know?
Well, no, that's not up to my knowledge.
Okay, we would like you to find out if possible. Nineteenth property.
19th property is at Fajara Golf Course. Serial number K51/2010. This, according to what we have here is, it was owned by one Kisima Kaba.
Okay. How did the ex-president come to acquire it?
According to Kisima Kaba, he intended to sell this property in order to develop his other plots of land. He was approached by Pa Bojang, who he knew before.
Who is Pa Bojang?
Pardon?
Pa Bojang of KGI, his name has been...
Pa Bojang of KGI, exactly.
Kanilai Group International, okay.
That, the former President Yahya Jammeh was interested in the property. That he agreed with him that he will be allocated at Kotu opposite Palmarima and top him an amount which he was never given to. That he was told to buy the place, which he did, and have all the documentations. During the arrangement, Yahya Jammeh told him that the title should be made a deed of gift, which he prepared on the 25th January 2010 between Kisima Kaba and Yahya Jammeh, which we have the title here. On the 10th of On the 14th of July, the deed of gift was cancelled. We have the cancellation letter here through a letter from Kanilai Family Farms Limited to Per B. Tamba, then the Minister of Local Government and Lands. The plot of land was owned by Ibrahim Njai, Daud Njai, and others, represented by Yamuna Njai and Keba Njai, and was transferred to Kisima Kaba on the 30th of September 2001.
Do you have the documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have was he actually given a plot of land opposite Palmarima?
Exactly, ma'am. He's given a plot of land opposite Palmarima.
Do we have that plot of land?
Yes, we have all the documentation.
Mr. Jane, can you show us the plot of land?
What?
Is it the next one, or you have to scroll down? Is it the next one?
The plot, that was switched over.
Mr. Jane, if it's going to pose you any difficulties,
No.
to show us that plot of land.
Hello? I don't understand what you're saying, ma'am.
Are you following?
Oh, no. We don't have that in record here, ma'am.
Are you able to show us the plot of land in exchange for which Yahya Jammeh took the one we are looking at right now?
This is K51.
Okay, we will come to it eventually,
Okay.
I suppose. Okay, can I look at the deed of gift? So you're saying there was a deed of gift from Kisima Kaba to Kanilai Family Farms,
Yes, ma'am.
which was then cancelled.
Which was then cancelled, ma'am.
Okay. That's a deed of gift. Serial registration number is not showing very well. Looks like 51 of 2010. You haven't shown it. What the lease is number 443. No, that's an assignment actually. All right, thank you. You have a statement by Mr. Kaba?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you attach it instead of forming part of the documents? We will have to call him in due
Okay.
course. All right, can we proceed to the 28th property?
The 28th property is at Talinding and is case 177/2012.
Can you expand it? What is this? Is it an island? Mr. Jane, can you explain where this is?
Yeah, this is the island here, and it's part of the swampy area.
It's part of the?
Swampy area. It's like within the wetland area. As you can see, this area is the river. This one tributaries, and that connects to the.
Sorry, we can barely hear you, please.
Hello?
Can you lift it, yes?
Yes, I said this. This is the tributaries that connects to River Gambia.
That connects?
That connects to River Gambia.
Okay.
Going to Lame area. So this is around Talindi.
It's an island.
Yeah, then you have baobab trees and a cluster of mangroves around here.
Sorry, Mr. Jana, I can't hear what you're saying.
And a cluster of mangroves. Cluster of mangroves.
So it's an island
It's
in Talinding. Is it between Talinding and Denton Bridge or what?
Talinding and then Iwo Town, then towards the mangroves.
Okay. Is it in use, this area?
There's no cultivation there.
Sorry?
There's no cultivation, no agricultural activities. There is nothing absolutely.
How big is it?
Ma?
How big is it?
Well, it's almost about 16 hectares.
16 hectares.
Yes, about 600 plus by 600 or so.
600 meters by?
Yeah, 600 meters.
And he says it was assigned to him by the Alcalo?
Yes, there is a letter, from the Alcalo and the community of Talinding to His Excellency the President, former President.
There is a letter?
There is a letter, yes, addressed to the former President.
Can I have a look? The Alcalo and community from the Alcalo and community of Talinding.
Yes, ma'am.
To HED President Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame, dated 7 March 2012. Following allocation of Talinding Island to HED President, that is the heading. Following the express desire of the community of Talinding to grant you an island, transmitted to Your Excellency through Mr. Babu Gay Sonko, at a mass political rally held at the buffer zone in Talinding last year, have the distinct pleasure of formally informing you that the Alcalo, elders, community, and clan leaders of Talinding, the Lord Mayor of KMC, as well as the National Assembly member for Serekunda East, have unanimously consented to formally make the offer. The said island is off the eastern coast of the Talinding tributary of the River Gambia, and has never been put to use by either the community or the government. Considering Your Excellency's interest in the natural habitat and conservation, we wish to make the island available to you without conditions. We rest assured, Your Excellency, of the community's unreserved loyalty and commitment to your ideals and national development agenda. Signed, Alaji Ibu Baji Alcalo, Alaji Dudu Koli Elder, Pasori Sane Elder, Babu Gay Sonko, Youth Leader, Cherno Ka, Imam. Okay. And stamped, it seems it would appear. Talinding, that's all I can read from the stamp. I don't know, does the Director of Physical Planning or Service or Director General of GT Board have anything to say? Can island actually be owned by communities and gifted if that's what they did by communities?
Yeah, going by the State Lands Act, all land within the Greater Banjul area is owned by the state.
Sorry, all land?
Within the state land area is owned by the state.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Sorry?
What are you saying? Sorry, that's just a statement. I'm saying, what are you saying by that statement? Is this, are you saying this land belongs to the state or?
Yes. As per the Act, all land within the state land area belongs to the state.
Well, eventually the land was leased to them by the state,
Exactly, yeah.
leased to Kanilai Family Farms.
You know, you were asking whether the alkali can actually
Yes.
allocate an island, yeah.
Okay. I was always under the impression that River Gambia and the beaches, the mangrove swamps, these are all areas that are vested in the state, not for use and so on, but we will check into that. Can you look at the file and see what procedure was followed in granting this land to the ex-president? The 21st property?
The 21st property is Kanifing Industrial Area, formerly of Sehu Sise, directly opposite Jimpex. This property was leased to Trans-Sahara Trading Company in 1999 with serial number K303/99 and reassigned to Kanilai Family Farms Limited in 2008.
Who assigned it to Kanilai Family Farms?
Well, according to Banta Kaira, he bought this property from the government of the Gambia in his company name, Trans-Sahara Company Limited. There are three stores. The large store he used for storing cement, the other two rented out. That Baba Job requested that the former president needed to rent the store, which he agreed. When the period of 1 year elapsed, he requested for his rent, and Baba Job paid $500,000 and promised to settle the rest later. That whilst he was in detention in April or May 2008, he was told his freedom would only be to sign the assignment. That is from Trans-Sahara to Kanilai, which he did for his freedom. The property measures 9,543.66 square meters.
Can I look at the documents, please? Which government agency did Trans-Sahara acquire it from? You said Trans-Sahara?
What we have here is Asset Management Recovery.
AMRC.
AMRC.
Unusual consideration for an assignment. Mr. Chairman, we have assignment serial registration number 232/2008, volume 71 KD, between Assets Management Recovery Corporation and Kanilai Family Farms. Do we know how Kanilai AMRC came to be assigning this property to Kanilai Family Farms? Okay. Anyway, one has to look at it. But the consideration says, now this deed made in consideration of the long possession of the leasehold without threat of contrary title, no challenge, and the improvements carried out by the transferor on the lease. That seems to be the consideration. Interesting. All right, thank you. Give it to you. That's quite a huge plot. What is the size, Mr. Jani?
The size is with Mr. Balde. Balde, okay. Balde, can you please give the size?
The size?
Yes. Well, we have 9,543
square meters.
It's on the 9,543.66 square meters.
Yeah, it's on the highway. Is it on the highway?
It's exactly
Banjul Serekunda Highway.
Yes, directly opposite Jimpex.
Okay. All right, let's move on. 22nd property.
The 22nd property is also in the Kanifing Industrial Area, formerly owned by Mbainjai and Sons, with serial number K233/2008. There is an assignment made between Asset Management and Recovery Corporation, AMRC, and Kanilai Family Farm Limited in March 2008. And it measures 8,361.25 square meters. The premises at the moment is used as a mechanic garage by the former, by the former government.
It was used. What by the former government?
It's still used as a mechanic garage.
As a garage.
At a garage, yes.
Who is operating the garage?
Well, it's the military, the soldiers who are operating the garage.
Soldiers?
Soldiers, ma.
Do we know whether it's the army or whether it's some private enterprise? What
No,
is it?
it's the army.
It's the army?
Yes.
They're using it as a garage?
Yes, ma. We met one, Lieutenant Kebe at the place.
23rd property? Same consideration as before?
The next property is K658/2008. It's the former residence of Ajat Asombi Bojang, mother of Yaya Jammeh.
Okay.
It's a one-story building previously owned by Baba Job. The compound was owned by one Jalo Ture who sold it to Baba Job for 500,000, and an assignment was made between him and Mariama Job.
5 million or 500,000?
Pardon?
5 million or 500,000?
$5 million. And an agreement was made between him and Mariama Job, a daughter to Baba Job, on the 27th of March 2002. And it was witnessed by one Momodu Fofana. This is a property, which was taken from him by Yaya Jammeh.
There is an assignment between his daughter, you said, the daughter of Baba Job, and,
Exactly, ma'am.
and Yaya Jammeh himself or Kanilai Farms?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, which is it? Yeah, let me see the assignment.
Pardon?
There is an assignment between Baba Job's daughter, you said?
The assignment is between Momodu Fofana and Kanilai Family Farms.
So how does Baba Job feature?
Well, according to the records we have here.
Can we see all the documents, please? The price is indicating 150 million. What is that? Mr. Balde, the documents you've just handed over to me show a lease, although I don't see the serial registration number. A lease dated 13 February in the name of Fatu Samba of Fajara Booster Station. And then there is a deed of assignment between Modu Fofana. And I think you might have mixed up your documents.
Maybe we'll have to rearrange that one.
Yes, because all I have here is the assignment between Momodu Fofana and Kanilai Family Farms. There is no mention of Baba Job.
We rearrange that one.
Yes,
properly.
could you please, as soon as possible, because do you have any documents indicating that it used to at any point been owned by Baba Job?
Okay, ma. We will arrange it properly.
Sorry, do you have any document to show that it used to be owned by Baba Job at any time?
This is what I'm saying. We will check, and put the appropriate documents inside.
You have documents?
So we have the documents. There is a misarrangement.
Right. Let's move on then.
The next one we have is K661/2008. This property also belonged to Baba Job, which was also taken from Yaya Jammeh. It is occupied by one Abdul Aziz Tamba, according to him, a relative to Asombi Bojang, a mother of Yaya Jammeh. There is an assignment made between Tida Job, wife of Baba Job, and Kanilai Farm on the 26th of March 2008. Well, according to Tida Jaite Job, she was forced to sign the document at the police headquarters together with her late husband, but the property was never sold to Kanilai Family Farms.
That's what she claims.
That's what she said in a statement.
Can I have the documents?
Sorry, where is that property, please?
The property is in Kotu.
Okay. Was signed by Tida Job, Jaite Job. Originally owned by Mohammed B. H. Kebe, assigned to Baba Job. Okay. All right. 25th property.
This property is also located in Kotu, and it also belonged to the late Baba Job, which was taken from him by Yaya Jammeh. It is occupied by one Tamba, Abba Tamba, a relative to Asombi Bojang, mother of Yaya Jammeh.
Another relative?
Another relative of, Asombi Bojang. Unfortunately, we don't have any documents, but we were led to the place by Tida Jaite Job, the former wife of Baba Job.
What did the relative say?
The relative said, he was taken there by Asombi Bojang.
Yeah, it's a developed property, obviously. I think surveys, because this is which Kotu layout is this? Which Kotu is this? Kotu West. So the ministry should have, the Department of State, is that not so, Mr. Director of Lands and Service? Mr. Sise, please can you locate the title document of this property, the file, so that we can have this serial number.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. Keba Sise, Director of Lands and Service. If we are able to get the plot number from Mr. Jani, we'll be able to trace it.
You are saying you will be able to trace it from, yes.
Yeah. With the plot number, we'll be able to trace the file.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Did you? The plot number. What plot number is it? Mr. Jani,
Yes,
189.
Yes, ma'am. This is 189, ma'am.
Kotu West.
Kotu West, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Would appreciate it if it can be located today, if possible.
Okay. This is 188 and this is 192. They are all together.
Sorry, there?
I said this is 192. That was where the mom lived, and then you also have 188 here, and then you have 189 here. That's about 3 properties.
3 properties.
3 properties
around the same location.
Same location. Yes.
Did you say about where the mom lives? Did I hear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So the mom being Mrs. Is it Aja Asombi Bojang? In which plot did she live? Number?
19.
Which number did she live in?
Which number? Yes, this is 192.
119.
192.
192.
Yeah, and this 189
Okay.
and 188.
And she lived in which one?
She lives in 192.
192.
Yeah, where the storage building is.
Okay. All right, thank you. The 26th plot.
Just for your understanding, the property where the...
That's the Registrar General speaking now for the record.
Yes, Honorable Counsel. The property where the mother used to live, the mother of former president, and this property that he just made reference to are just nearby. The other 2 properties are directly opposite each other. Directly opposite. So they are just at the junction. So from the main house, the main building where the mother used to live, you go to that, you get to the junction. So it's just within the same street.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the meantime, where the mother is, who used to be, is now empty, and we have locked the place. The personnel of the police intervention unit are there at the moment.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Twenty-seventh property.
27th property is plot number 421. There was a lease dated the 28th April 1980, which was made between the Minister of Local Government and Lands and Maria Tubasala, serial number K79187. Maria Tubasala subsequently sold this property to one Bulli Jawara for $33,000. There is a receipt dated 10th August 1989. According to the records, the Department of Lands made an inspection at the place in 1996, and they found out that Bulli Jawara breached clause 1 and 11 of the express covenants of this lease. He was written to by the Director of Lands dated 12 June 1996, informing him that the plot was re-entered to Baba Job in 2002 by a lease made on the 28th of May 2002.
What do you mean by that? The property was re-entered and allocated to Baba Job?
Yes, it was re-entered and allocated to Baba Job. This property also is among those that are taken from Baba by the former president. We met, Alaji Jawara, who is the elder brother of, Bulli Kamara, who stated that he bought the property for his brother, Bulli Jawara, in 1996, when it was empty. That he built the structures at the compound and rented it out. He was once told by the caretaker of the compound that Baba Job came to the place and told him that he owned the compound, which is not true.
Mr. Balde, okay. Do you have documents?
Yes, we have documents.
Is there any assignment to the ex-president?
There is no assignment to the ex-president, only assignment to, Baba Job.
Okay, so when you say it was one of the properties taken by the ex-president, how did he take it?
Well, in all the properties that we found out to be in the name of Baba Job, there is an authority, from the president.
There is an?
There is an authority.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see the authority. There is an authority from the ex-president.
Yeah, there is an authority.
Okay, the document I'm looking at purports to be written from State House, Banjul, The Gambia, to whom it may concern, especially Director of Lands and Surveys, Secretary of State for Local Government and Lands, Department of State for Justice and Attorney General's Chambers, etc. Dated 27 December 2007, PRC/C/139/Volume 3, in brackets 149. Dear Sirs, Madam, an authority to transfer all my landed properties that were fraudulently put into other people's name by Baba Job and others to Kanilai Family Farms Limited. I, Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame, hereby authorize Mr. Usman Y. Bojang, commonly known as Pa Bojang of Bujinga Village, Fonyi Kansala, Western Region, now resident at Kotu Layout, to transfer all the landed properties, both developed and undeveloped, found throughout the Gambia to Kanilai Family Farms Limited. These include all the properties that Mr. Baba Job, under Youth Development Enterprise, fraudulently transferred into the names of his various relatives, and properties that bear other people's names other than the above, ranging from Kanifing Municipal Council, Banjul City Council, Birkama Area Council to Lower River Region and any other region of the country. This authorization gives him the power to speak, act, and take all necessary action with regards to these properties on my behalf. All those concerned are hereby requested to comply as well as assist in any way possible towards the discovery of all other properties that have not yet been discovered and are still in other people's names. May the Almighty Allah guide and protect our honest people. Done in Banjul this 27th day of December 2007, in the presence of signature, sign, name, Amadou Samba, address 78 Atlantic Road, Fajara. Seem to have been signed by Alhaji Dr. A.J.G. Jammeh, President of the Republic of the Gambia. So you are saying that this is the authority found
in all the titles of, the former Baba Job's compounds.
Okay, give it back. All right.
Those are the documents for plot number 421.
This one is a lease to Baba Job himself, directly.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you were mentioning Maria Tuba, Sala and so
Maria
on.
Tusala.
So they also have a lease. So lease case 79, 1987.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it regard to the same property?
It's in regards to the same property, ma'am.
And then Baba Job also has a lease, 28th May,
yes,
2002. So he acquired it and leased it again.
Yes, ma'am. But all the structures and all the developments, according to Alaji, it was made by Bully.
Anyway, all right. (27th property?
27th property. This property is, is situated in
what we have is Kololi.
Yes, we have.
You haven't stated in your list.
Yes, this property is also located in Kololi. The compound is occupied by one Haruna Tamba and his family, who stated that he was brought to the place by his brother Landing, who was a soldier but left and now in Belgium. The property was first leased to Nasser Khan in 1998 and later assigned on the 26th November 2001 to Mariama Job, daughter of late Baba Job, by Nasser Khan, witnessed by Dudu Job of Lamin. It is among the properties taken by Jammeh from Baba.
Okay. 28th property, can I just pass it?
28th property is in Cape Point and also owned by Baba Job. This property is this initial serial number was assigned to Fatu Sise in 1982. In November 2001, it was re-entered and assigned to Baba Job. An authority, that's the authority we just read, an authority dated 27 December 2007 to transfer the land to Kanila Family Farm was written by Jammeh, former president, to the Director of Lands and Surveys.
That's the same authority I just read?
That's the same authority.
Okay.
Actually, I think there is a history about this land.
There is?
There is a story about this land.
A story?
Yes. According to the records we have, it was first assigned to Fat Sise. Fat Sise sold it to Baba Job. But this was a property, according to the records here, that was sold by the bank, because Baba owed the bank.
It was sold by the bank. Which
by
bank?
The bank. But this authority was also found inside this, title.
It was sold by the bank to who? Who has possession of the land at the moment?
It's in the name of Baba. What we have here is in the name of Baba. We don't have the records of, transfer sold to who.
Yeah, but who is in possession?
Who is the?
Possession. Who is occupying the land now?
That's what we are saying. We went to the property and we found out that it is, occupied by one Filipino working with the IOM.
One?
One Filipino lady.
Filipino?
A Filipino lady who is renting at the place and is working with the IOM office. At the time we went there, she was on holidays, but later I kept calling the number, she wasn't answering to the calls. So we find it difficult at the moment as to who is the present owner.
But you are saying the bank subsequently sold it?
Yes.
All right, you'll have to complete your investigations on the property. Okay. But let me see those documents, the last two. 28th, we've just dealt with 28th. 29th property.
The 29th property is 601 stroke, serial number 601 stroke 2011. And it used to be the VMC Gambia Limited in Bakau, directly opposite the Bakau police station.
You mean the Bakau supermarket?
The Bakau GSC supermarket. There is a deed of assignment made on the 25th of August 2011 between VMC Gambia Limited, a company incorporated in the Gambia, and Kanilai Family Farms, who bought the property for $8 million. At the moment, all the shops are empty.
It used to be the CFAO supermarket.
Yes. GSC supermarket.
Yes, it says old CFAO.
Okay.
CFAO on the plan.
Okay.
All right.
We
You have the assignment. There is an assignment.
There is an assignment.
Okay. All right. 30th property.
The 30th property is Ndeban Clinic.
Ndeban Clinic.
Ndeban Clinic, yes. Serial number K436 2010.
That's a huge piece of land. How many hectares?
It's 30,491.39 square meters.
3.305 hectares.
Yes.
Okay. Just tell us about the property.
Well, according to the records we have here, it was sold by the High Court of the Gambia, where the International Finance Corporation was the plaintiff and Ndeban Clinic defendant, and Kanilai Family Farms Limited was declared the purchaser of the land for $150,000.
$150,000.
Dollars.
Can I think, well, the presentation says dollars. 150,000. Can I have the documents?
Should be dollars. Yeah.
The whole of the Ndeban Clinic.
It's dollars, man.
$150,000.
It's $150,000, US dollars.
Who's occupying the premises?
There is one bully, Alaji Bully Fati, who is taking care.
It was a clinic. It's not being used at the time that you visited it?
It's not in use, man.
Does it still have equipment? Is it still equipped as a clinic? Register General, does it still have the equipment as a clinic, or is it empty?
Honorable Counsel, when I visited the place with my team, we inspected all the rooms. There are a few things inside, like hospital beds, and other things believed to be items that were used for their traditional medicine that they were administering at the place. And one old ambulance was also found at the place.
One what?
Old ambulance.
Old ambulance?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's the one we are looking at. Is that the vehicle we are looking at?
Yeah, that's the very one. It's just parked at the entrance. But the building, actually, if you go in, it is dilapidating.
It's dilapidated?
Yes. It needs upkeeping, definitely.
Okay.
It's a huge area.
All right, 31st property.
The 31st property is plot number 4 James Baker Street, serial number 407/2013.
In which, James Baker Street, in which area?
This
Fajara?
is in Bakau, New Town.
Fajara, South Atlantic. Okay. Yes?
The assignment, there was an assignment made on the 14th of May 2013 between the curator of interstate estate, between the executors of the estate of Leopold Valdemar Davis and Kanilai Family Farms Limited, who bought the property for $3 million.
Who's occupying the premises?
The property is occupied by, one Sierra Leonean.
Does he have a name?
Well, I omitted the name here, but we can provide the name.
Why is he occupying the premises?
Well, he occupied it by himself.
He's squatting.
We met him and he said he occupied it by himself.
He's a squatter.
Is he?
He's a squatter.
Yes.
Okay.
Register General?
Well, yes, ma'am. He's a squatter.
We have the assignment.
So he found the premises empty and just occupied it?
Yes, ma'am.
Since when?
Well,
Did he tell you how long he'd been occupying it?
I don't know. I couldn't confirm from him.
It's a fully developed bungalow.
It's a fully developed property.
How many bedrooms?
It have 5 bedrooms. It have 5 bedrooms and a parlor.
Okay. He was not evicted at Register General?
No.
All right. You've been evicting soldiers. Okay. 32nd property.
32nd property is located in Bakau, New Town, and is serial number K14/2012.
Bakau New Town.
Bakau, New Town, yes, ma'am.
It's empty?
It's an empty plot of land. And there was a deed of assignment made on the 28th December 2011 between Momodu Ba and Kanilai Family Farms. The dimension is 28.70 by 37.00 times 28.50 by 38 meters, and was sold to Kanilai Family Farms for $2 million.
Okay.
And we have the deed of assignment.
All right. I'll look at it with the next property. The 33rd property? Can I have this one and the last 2 title deeds, please? The 33rd property.
The 33rd property is in Fajara, South Atlantic. Serial number 210/2012.
It's an empty plot?
It's an empty plot of land, yes, ma'am.
Is it? Okay. We see the picture. Is it, Mr. Jane? Is that empty or a house?
Oh, there is a fence.
Or just a fence?
There is a fence, yes, between the house and the empty place. And it was sold to Kanilai Family Farm by Ajua Root Show for $2.7 million. And an assignment was made on the 5th of April 2012.
34th property.
The 34th property is in Cape Point, and this is at the mangroves with serial number 181/2012.
We cannot see the property from this sketch. Where is the property, Mr. Jani?
It started from around around Sunwing Hotel.
Around where?
Sunwing Hotel.
Sunwing Hotel.
Yes. And this is the Atlantic Ozone, as you are seeing.
Okay.
And this is part of the mangroves. And then you have the property that was delineated here. And then coming towards the Sting Corner Bridge. And then this is the Cape Point Road as well. So this is the layout itself, the Cape Point layout. This is where you have Baba Job, Ason Bipoja, and others here. And that's the property, as you are seeing.
You mean all the land from
all this
that
area
bridge on
yes,
Old
all
Cape
this-
Point Road going right up to the last hotel?
Yes, ma'am. It's about 11.9 hectares.
Okay, all the space, including the mangroves, the rice fields and the
Yes,
football
yes,
field?
Yes, ma'am. It's all part of it.
The football field
That including the football field here.
going right
yes.
down to the last hotel. I don't think the last hotel could be Sun Beach, must be Ocean Bay. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Go up. Maybe the Director of Physical Planning and Lands and Service have something to say. Oh,
Yeah, as per the land use plan, the area is marked scrubs and swamps.
sorry,
It's marked scrubs and swamps as per the master plan.
shrubs.
Yeah, scrubs. S-C-R-U-B, yes.
SCRUB.
UBS, yeah.
What does that mean?
Those are small vegetations.
Is it intended to be developed for any use?
No. Because the area has that small vegetation around it, so the plan marks it as scrubs and the swamps.
It needs to remain as shrubs and scrubs.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Can you go back to the plan? Okay, from this it seems to be, yes, from the Old Cape Point Road. Okay, it just excludes what is known as Chief Biko Stadium, right up to behind Calypso Beach Bar and to the road, the adjacent property is Ocean Bay Hotel. The 35th property?
The 35th property is also in Cape Point and have serial number 648/2011. According to the documents we have here, there is a certificate of purchase and ownership between Sengam Investment Company Limited as plaintiff and Nasser H. Faraj as the defendant, with an area of approximately 1,498.63 square meters. And it was assigned, it was bought by Kanilai Family Farms for $4 million.
From the sheriff?
From the sheriff, man.
36th property? You have two properties there.
Yes. There is another one also in Cape Point with serial number K659/2008. There is an assignment between Ansumana Kujabi and Kanilai Family Farms Limited in March 2008. But according to Ansumana Kujabi, in a statement, stated that he was living in the compound through Yaya Jammeh for 8 months, after which he was told to vacate the place. That on the 25th of March 2008, Pa Bojang went to his house with a document for him to sign, saying that it was from Yaya Jammeh, but he refused, to saying that unless he confirmed from Yaya Jammeh himself. That barely after two hours after he left, some plainclothes officers came and picked him up, took him to the police headquarters. That while he was at the police headquarters, Benedict Jammeh, Ben Jammeh, the former IG at the time, was called and told of his detention. He spoke to Ben Jammeh, who was at the State House at the time, who told him that it was Yaya Jammeh who sent Pa Bojang. He and Sumana was released and told to report the next day in the morning. The next day when he reported at Ben's office, he found Pa Bojang where he was made to sign this assignment, but he never owned the property, neither did he sold it to Yaya Jammeh or Kanilai family farms.
So who owned the property?
According to the assignment that we have here is assigned to Ansumana. What Ansumana is saying is not his. So, I mean, the guys that we found there said that it belongs to the former president.
Okay. So what they are alleging is that when the president bought it, he put Ansumana's name on it,
yes,
without his knowledge.
Yes, he put Ansumana's name there. And that the sale was, they bought it for $800,000.
All right, let me see the documents. 37th property. Where's Ansumana's assignment? Sorry, you're just showing me. Sorry, you're just showing me the assignment from Ansumana Kujabi to Kanilai Family Farms. Do you have the assignment to Ansumana Kujabi?
No, that is all we have, ma. That is to Ansumana.
All right, I think...
between Ansumana and Kanilai Family Farms.
According to the recital on this assignment, the assignment used to be, it used to be lease, sorry, it used to be lease K 102/1973, and it purports to have been assigned to Mbainjai. The name of the assignor is not stated. So I think the Registrar General should assist us to trace the lease and the transactions on this lease. Then the assignment to Ansumana is quoted as 194, SR 194, stroke 2000, volume 63 KD. Registrar General, could you kindly take note?
Yes.
We'd like to have the lease and the copies of the lease and the assignment subsequent to the lease.
Yes, please.
37th property.
The 37th property is also in Cape Point in the name of Asombi Bojang. The property was leased to Asombi Bojang by the Secretary of State for the time being responsible for administration of land matters in December 2005, and it measures 1,500 square meters.
Okay, this is where in Cape Point, Mr. Jane? Is it on the coast?
Yes, ma'am, this is the one.
Where is the sea?
Hello? This one is fenced, and then this is where the Baba Job is, and this is their plot that belongs to Aja Asombi Bojang.
Sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
I said, this is plot number 90 that belongs to Baba Job, and this is Aja Asombi Bojang.
What about those plots that are along the same line as Aja Aisatus Bojang's, Sombi Bojang's plot? The ones behind?
Hello?
The plots behind her plot?
Oh, the plot behind her, some of them are developed.
Okay.
Yeah, these two are developed anyway.
Where exactly is this in Cape Point?
It's Cape Point just near to the garden, the one that I've just shown you, plot number 90.
Last property?
The last property is K3 2000. It was, assigned to one Abdul Wahab Kaira, assignment number 299/1996, then to Lamarana Jallo. An assignment was made between Lamarana Jallo and Tida Jaite, wife of former Baba Job, on the 16th of November 1999. The compound was owned by the late Baba Job, but was taken by Yaya Jammeh, presently occupied by one Ablai Kujabi, a soldier.
Is it still occupied?
It's still occupied, yes, ma'am.
Is it developed?
Yes, it's developed. It's fully developed, yes, ma'am.
Register General?
No,
This one was not evicted.
you see, when you go from here, Palmarima, you go on the right. You have a coastal standing.
Ma, this one I need to verify, please.
You need to verify.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. Mr. Balde, can you put all the documents together?
Okay, ma'am.
I'm going to apply to have them admitted. We still expect to find the document relating to number 15, property number 15, and 25, according to your testimony. Can we have all the rest, please? Can I have the documents, please? This is part of this.
Very well, Council. At this stage, we'll rise and we'll be back.
The next one is Combo North and South.
We'll be back at 12:30.